Okay, right. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I think this is all working. I hope it's all working. I'm just setting up. This is actually currently a members-only stream, so I'm just setting it up accordingly. Think it's all good. Thank you for joining me. As you can see, we have over here Star Wars Outlaws. Now, excuse me, getting over a cough. I did say, or I have ticked the box that said that it's a sponsored video. Not strictly true. I mean, a couple of things. First and foremost, I subscribe to Ubisoft Plus, which I pay out of my own hand. But they very kindly gave me, after I'd subscribed, by the way, and started playing the game, they very kindly gave me a copy of Star Wars Outlaws. So I kind of feel a bit honour bound to say, out of the goodness of their heart, a big thank you to them for that. But either way, I was going to subscribe anyway, and it's a much anticipated game. Obviously, it's the biggest thing that these guys have done for a long time, and a huge deviation for them. Not strictly true, actually. I wind back from that. I was about to say that obviously leveraging somebody else's IP in the sense of Star Wars, of course it's all licensed and working with Lucasfilm Games, etc. But then I remembered, of course, the very last game they did was Avatar. So similar thing, and maybe this heralds very much a future way that Ubisoft are going to work moving forward, which makes a heap of sense. They've of course got tons of their own IPs, from Assassin's Creeds to Far Cry's to Anno what's its face, and there's millions of them, all of them very, very good. Well, depends if you like the games. I personally do. The premise of this stream, this stream, is essentially to ask the question: is Star Wars Outlaws a game for us older folk? And I've got some interesting thoughts on that, actually. Typically, most of Ubisoft's games in the past have been very accessible. You've been able to dial down the difficulties, and you've been able to find your way around maps and stuff very easily, and missions and quests and things have all been relatively straightforward. Of course,
There's the ship. Blast the cargo loose.
Let's just, before we go any further, let me just check on the audio. I just suddenly had a thought that the song, I'm going to get demonetized. Hey, look, I don't make much anyway from ads. I've got a baby channel, so it never really bothers me. But I hate it if you get struck off. And that could happen. I don't think that there is there's a music volume, I suppose. It's kind of part and parcel, isn't it? Let's turn it off anyway. Ain't gonna hurt none. So initial thoughts. My initial thoughts. I have only played, full disclosure, about 12 or 13 hours so far of said game. As you can see, I have got off the home planet, which is the initial quest. Well, there's a ton of side quests and things, but that was kind of the initial thing to do. Which I have achieved. But this is what I found. I found this game to be pretty damn difficult. On the standard settings, default settings, it's actually quite hard. And they've not gone out of their way to make it easy. There are stealth, the main kind of mechanics through the game are stealth missions where you've got to steal something, for example. You are, after all, meant to be an outlaw, and get out of the area without being detected. Now that is a heck of a lot harder than it sounds, because they don't give you any clues as to what the paths to take are, which in and of itself I don't mind, except if you get caught, and you will, you go all the way back to the beginning, sort of roguelite-like. Seriously. And worse than that, for whatever reason, the loading screens for taking you back, if you load into a game, or if you decide to go back, or if you get sent back, they take forever. I mean, minutes. Well, at least it feels like minutes. So that's annoying. And genuinely, if you can get through a stealth mission without at least getting caught once, then you've done exceptionally well. Most of the time, I tend to get caught even into the dozens of times, at least several. And it wouldn't be so bad if you just went back a little bit from where you were, but you get sent back to the beginning of that particular quest, and without having, if you found any loot along the way, you've got to go back and find it again, which is a bit annoying. It would be really good if, particularly if you choose story mode, so that the mode below default. It'd be really good if you could press a little button and get one of those GPS lines that you get in all the games these days that kind of shows you a route. You'd still have to be stealthy, because you can still make a noise or be detected, but at least you'd have a fair idea in the direction you need to go. And this is the same through the entire game, in fairness, because it doesn't have that as a mechanic as it has in other games. You get a yellow dot, question mark, or an icon that shows you it is off in a certain direction, but it doesn't show you that you need to go around obstacles or anything. Do you remember Division 2? Division 2 really nailed this. They have like a line that you follow, and it goes the best route, and it takes you around buildings, and it warns you when there's enemies and stuff. You still spent hours and hours and hours playing the game, because you still had to deal with obstacles and enemies along the way. But it feels like they've kind of gone out of their way to make it really tough on that basis. The other thing that's really hard is combat. Not that the actual combat itself is anything spectacular. I don't think it's as good as Division 2. But you only take a couple of shots and you're down and out, even in story mode. Which again, it's like, oh. And although you can regenerate your health with a vial, you can only carry a few, I think 3 initially. And you'll be filling them back up pretty darn quick. And the actual act of finding the right button to do it is a bit of a pain. So there's just a few things that, to me, I think my overriding feeling is that the game devs, in this case, Massive, who are actually a British company, Massive Studios, I think based up in the northeast of England, owned by Ubisoft. I kind of feel, whether it was a decision on their part or a general company part, but they've sort of gone the current route, which is to actually make games, even in the basic levels, quite difficult to play. I think there's a lot of baying die-hard sweaties, as we used to call them, who demand a level of difficulty which is brilliant if you are under the age of 20. But if you're over the age of 45, or like my very good self, significantly north of there, into my late 50s, it just makes it difficult to play. So what have I done? There are some stuff you can do, guys. First and foremost, have a quick look at the old gameplay settings. I have gone with story mode all the way down the road. I wish there was one below this, because I really want to get through that stealth stuff without having to do it dozens of times. Put things like fall protection on, auto perfect cooling, that's for your gun. Your gun overheats. That's actually a fairly standard mechanic in all Star Wars games, that your laser gun overheats. Of course, it's exactly what happened in the films. So that's pretty good, but you can have it cooled quicker if you want to, or at least have it happen automatically rather than doing it yourself, which is essentially how it works. There's some other stuff you can do. There are mini games which are actually pretty fun, and I would definitely recommend that you start the game with them as intended. But if, like me, you struggle, for example, to do this lock-picking rhythm challenge with your data stick, and to be honest with you, it does require pretty good reflexes and no latency. If you're playing in the cloud or over Wi-Fi, for example, you may actually struggle, because You know those games that came out a little bit back along where you have to hit an enemy to a beat, and they recognised that latency can be a real problem, so they built in some really clever settings where you could fine-tune what the latency meant to you as a user, and it would reflect that back in the game. Really clever. That doesn't have this option here. So if you can't hit this thing to the rhythm precisely, you can't solve the puzzle. But luckily, you can turn them off, which is what I have done. But I would say certainly give it a go initially. It may work out fine for you and you may enjoy it. But if you do struggle, as I did, come in and just turn them off. It's all good. There's another kind of puzzle which is a bit like the old Mastermind game of old, which I was always quite good at. And actually, I really enjoy this, where you have to guess a sequence of icons or numbers. You start with icons, it shows here in this image. And when you get one right, it shows in blue. If you get one right, but it's in the wrong position, it shows as yellow, and you have to eventually get all of them correct by the time you get to the bottom to unlock it. It's actually really good fun. I haven't struggled with this at all. I've typically managed to get it sorted by the end, but it does take time, and after a few goes, gets a bit repetitive. You can turn that off if you want to as well. So having done it, satisfied that I can do it and enjoyed it, I decided I didn't really need to take even more time in the game as the time that's been built in to impede you as it is, so I turned that off. There's some other stuff, Galactic Street Food Challenge, where you've got to get the timing right to grab a piece of food as it flies through the air. But it's up to you. If you enjoy doing that kind of thing over and over and over, then crack on. I've turned it all off. Anyway, them's mainly the main ones. On top of this, something that I reserve for the toughest of games, oh dear, is modding. I use WeMod. I subscribe to WeMod, and I use mods. I'm not ashamed to say it. I've set up infinite life for my character, infinite ammo. And actually, interestingly enough, and I don't care, I genuinely don't care if people say, oh, it's cheating. No, it's not. I'm playing myself. It's only cheating myself. And the fact is this, even though you'd think that gives you a heck of a lift up, the truth is, it is a fact, stealth, it doesn't affect at all, right? You don't get shot or anything. Your health is not under any pressure when you're doing the stealth stuff, so you still have to take forever. And funnily enough, even in the combat stuff where you're not dying, it still takes ages to get rid of the enemies. How the heck you're supposed to do it when your health goes down in 2 or 3 bullets is beyond me. So personally, it hasn't been a problem. It's just made it a little bit more fun, that's all. Right, so all of that said, I'm now in space. I'm in an area of the game that's relatively new to my character. I've turned the audio down, and my apologies if it comes over a lot louder than I'd intended. My voice should be about twice as loud. In terms of the mechanics of being in space, well, it's standard, to be fair. It does have the more natural feeling, push down to go down and push up to go up. A lot of games do it the other way around. I have to recover the cargo of Sansana. Now, let me just slow down. I'm not really sure whether I've got to shoot this or pick it up or what the deal is. Let's see, shall we? So let's go up close to this. Overall, look, I think the game is gorgeous. I mean, I love Ubisoft anyway. I always have done. Games like Far Cry.
I'm sorry.
Far Cry Primal. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You say careful. Tell me what am I supposed to do, guys? I can't jump out my ship. Typically, as in most of these games, yellow is the colour of grip this to move. But shoot at it. Nothing. Oh, it does. Oh, there we go. Okay, he's going to fire up his tractor beam.
That's our mark.
And now we pick up all that stuff.
Raiders, just what we needed. Don't let them hit.
Okay,
Well,
now we
I
have some
know.
enemies
We have to
coming in.
fight. I can't get the cargo if they're firing on us.
Just protect the Trailblazer.
I did actually play this earlier. It's taken me back. Obviously, there wasn't a save point after I completed it, so it's taken me back again. But I didn't find it massively difficult, to be fair. But in games anyway, I'm not a massive lover of dogfights and that kind of thing. Can't even see this dude.
Taking damage.
Okay, so it's down to
We've
repair.
got shields.
Yeah. Oh, shields. Okay. Is he? Where is he? I can't work out if that.
This is our lucky
Press
day.
A to lock onto the ship, and once locked,
More
press A
of
to
them?
fire.
Oh, come on. We were stealing this first.
Let's find this ship with an A. Because typically, to get this job done properly,
They're shooting at us.
you have to slow ride down, which makes you a sitting target. I'm sure I would be useless in the air in real life. So, yeah, it's a gorgeous game, it really is. I am reliably informed by a friend of mine who's actually a developer, massive, and was involved in this game, that it is huge. It is absolutely, literally, no pun intended, massive. So, you know, this is why I don't understand the impeding mechanics. If it's that big, if it's kind of in the Assassin's Creed Viking kind of size of game, I don't understand why they just go out of their way to make it harder. If I was cynical, I'd say one of the problems that Ubisoft have had last year and last couple of years, after they introduced the Ubisoft Plus subscription, was that once people had kind of played the games they wanted to play, they were unsubscribing. So if I was them, I would be maybe cynically thinking, let's make games so freaking difficult that you're locked in for years to get it finished. I mean, I doubt that was their thought process, to be fair, and I hope it wouldn't be, but certainly there is a definite move. There is a definite move in the games industry towards tougher games. I'm, for example, not bothering with Wukong Black Myth.
Let's get the rest of that cargo.
You know, everyone's, oh, it's amazing, it's boss rush, and da, da, da. And again, if that's your thing, bully for you. And I watched a guy on YouTube doing a video saying this game has,
Sure, hit everything.
you know,
That's
saved
me.
the gaming industry. And opening words were, at last, there's a game that's tough, and, you know, it's what we've been crying out for. And of course, my initial thinking was, no, it's what you've been crying out for, dude. And if that's your kind of game, brilliant. But don't put pressure on the games
Tractor beam
industry
it up and let's get out of here.
to make the game industry feel, you know, because these big streamers have got a lot of week, that that this is what we all want, because it ain't. And it's a really simple problem, because basically just put the stuff in there that people can make it an easy experience for themselves if they want to. By all means, if somebody wants to go default and above, give them additional rewards, you know, give them a medal that says congratulations,
Perfect.
you
We
finished
now
it
have
in
Santana
skull
aboard.
mode or whatever.
I'll,
But I just
put
want to
the space
enjoy
station coordinates
my
in.
gaming experience,
We'll be
which
fine.
is chill out,
We'll be fine.
have a bit of fun, don't get the blood pressure up, have it so that I don't need to have super reflexes, or, you know, I mean, I don't mind puzzles and being made to think and stuff. I mean, that's really super important anyway as you get older. But for me, that's kind of, to not have that stuff in a game when people can go, oh man, it's, you know, rites of passage difficulty level. Yeah, nah. That ain't for me. Anyway, this game is for me, but I've had to make some significant changes to it, as I've said, including adding mods in. I'm almost certain without the mods, we would have been
So
destroyed in
this
that
is what we're
dogfight,
breaking
for example,
into?
and it wasn't even that
Yeah.
difficult.
Just don't do anything suspicious. You know what? I'm gonna disable
There is a
those
great
weapons,
audio
just in
movie
case.
music soundtrack, which I've had to switch off for copyright purposes. but actually it really gets under your skin. It doesn't have an immediate, this definitely feels like Star Wars feel, but it's kind of a big orchestra. Got another fight coming on, I think. Is he fighting us, or is he just shooting off? Oh no, let's just see if we have
Negative.
a
Our Darius
communication.
G-class freighter ran into some trouble. Had to switch to this ship for your cargo delivery of precious minerals. Precious, very legal minerals.
Follow the TIE escort into docking bay 3. Submit for inspection.
The game also follows the old
At
Hollywood
least we're in. Right?
meme, if that could be used. It certainly was the case when Star Wars first came out.
Illyria, what are we
Of the
stealing
baddies
anyway?
having English accents and the goodies having American accents, which I'm sure goes back to, when
So I
pre
found
the
data
Boston
vault,
Tea Party and
delete
all
the
that
pipe
stuff.
decks, and Thornton
You don't
thinks
see
they
it so
can
much
mess with
these
this
days,
record.
interestingly, which is pretty cool. More enlightened
Crimson Dawn
producers,
comes out
but
on
certainly around the late 70s when Star Wars
Why
first
do I
came out,
feel
it was
like
still very
Illyria
much a
is
thing.
using us?
Because it's Crimson
Although,
Dawn.
having said that, Darth Vader, of course, was
She
L.
is.
Ray Jones, I think that was his name, who was very much an American actor, and he played it with his own voice. But all of his entourage and all the sort of weedy generals and stuff, they all, from memory, they all had very upper crust English accents. That said, in this game, I mean, I kind of do a lot of that seds, I think. If you wander around the streets, and they've got various accents, including predominantly British accents, which I think is more simply because it was designed by or produced by Massive in Britain. This is a cutscene. Cutscenes, and this has been mentioned as well on Digital Foundry and other places. There seem to be a lower resolution than the game itself. Anyway, we're back into the game. Just point of fact, actually, and something else to justify the whole sponsored stream. We're actually streaming this
Okay, boxes of
from
San
a
Santa.
Shadow PC
We've got
instance
boxes of San
over the
Santa on our new
cloud.
space station.
So although I'm recording it
Great.
locally on my local PC, I'm actually playing it in Paris. There you go. And as you can see, let me just jump. 1, 2, 3, jump. Oh, can't jump.
What are we doing?
She can't jump in the ship. That works. 1, 2, 3, do what? 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3, turn. It's instant. There's no latency here.
Crimson Dawn
I mean,
wasn't kidding.
I
It's all
I know they
over.
give me this for free, but oh, there's a toilet. Where's that? Where I can't go. It's genuinely amazing, the Shadow PC setup. It really is, and the reason that I'm running it on Shadow, although because the only other I've got 3 Windows devices locally, but they're none of them are brilliant. But so the reason that I'm using Shadow is firstly the GPU they use is a pretty solid one, and because it's a Windows PC, I can run my modding application WeMod, which is what I'm doing. Let's talk to Wacker,
Okay, this
whatever
is a
his name
lot.
is.
You know it's not too late to just hand over the cargo and get out of here.
No, I need parts to fix my ship, and this is how I get them. We're doing this. We have to.
So you want me to just, what? Distract the imps while you find the data vault?
Oh, great idea, Waka. I'll sneak out in the cargo elevator.
All right.
So how good is the Shadow? Well, look, I think I'm running this at 1440/60, which is exactly what I'm streaming at. If you have a very, very quick look at the graphics settings. I've also got it on GeForce Now, and yeah, it is a step up on GFN. But having said that, I am still running it at ultra quality here on Shadow. And if you look on the right-hand side, we're only about, 20%, 25% of the VRAM usage available to us being used. I've got everything pretty much on high settings. I've got RTX direct lighting on high. If we go into video, I am using NVIDIA DLSS, SSSSS, and I am... I've actually got it on performance, but to be honest, if I put it on quality, you'll see there's no huge difference. It doesn't suddenly... I mean, I would say it goes slightly slower. Probably a little bit of a drop in frame rate, but that's fairly standard anyway. Let's go back to performance. But my point is that I'm not losing anything hugely by playing it on Shadow at all. And in fact, it's installed locally on Shadow, so it's running quite happily there with the old modding thing going on. Right, we have to find the data vault. Is that on the ship? Let's have a quick look at the... in fact, if you push up, it often gives you a bit more information. There we go. Just says open journal, and it gives us an idea. You see my point? It's telling us that it's there, right? Well, is that door open?
What did I get us into next?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
let's just
It's not
sneak
the
out
kind of
and
really
find that
lovely,
floor plan.
user-friendly.
Unseen.
Follow
next
this
stop will be
line.
better.
Right, now we're inside a ship. We are in
That's our
a
exit. Let's
stealth
go.
mission.
Where's your itemized ledger?
I don't know if we can wander around
How do you expect us to
and
approve of what's
get
in these
caught. There are
boxes?
going to be areas where they won't want us to walk around.
Just what?
Do not raise the alarm.
Anything you like to
So,
doorstep?
no, you can. They'll all be on a certain set
You want this
path,
moved,
which is
you will create a
fairly
legend.
standard.
Now.
Hello, Rouster. How are you, my friend? Just finished breakfast. Good day, good day, good day. I'm having to look on my phone for chat, so apologies if I miss anything. Hope you're well, my friend.
Typical pikes.
So these characters all follow a set path. You can definitely hang around and watch where they go. If you push up,
Someone around next?
you can highlight characters as well. If it's particularly dark, it's quite useful. So this guy looks like he's never going to look this way, so we're probably okay to wander around this way. There is a bit of reflection in the floor, but because we're on performance, I think it's dumped ray tracing. I think many games have been running in circles trying to follow the pointer. Yeah, I really hate it. I know you've only just been able to join me, my friend, but I've spent quite some time critiquing this game on the pointers that I think make it harder for older gamers. And one of them definitely is that kind of... it's just not very gamer-friendly in terms of trying to find stuff and forcing you to do quite complicated stealth missions without any real help. So, yeah, you're right. You do have to end up going through a walkthrough, and I really don't think that a game should do that these days. And more importantly, there's nothing to stop them having a simplified kind of walk this way GPS and enabling you in settings to turn it off if you want the harder experience. Righto, so we have to find the data vault. I was actually looking to whack up the graphic settings. So let me go back and do that. Oh, wrong one. I think it's in here. Let's have a little look. No, it's the video one. Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. Very good. Just getting over a cough. But I think today is feeling pretty good. I haven't coughed a great deal in the stream, which is one of the reasons I've not been streaming a great deal of late. Okay, we're now imbalanced, and we've got a little bit more of a detailed reflection going on the floor there. So, first thing we need to ascertain is where we need to go. So it's somewhere in that general direction there. I don't think we can go around our ship. Nope, we're stuck on that. Well, that's an awful reflection shadow issue there, isn't it? Again, it's because we've dialed down on the quality. Let's go all the way up. Let's go all the way up. I'm absolutely certain that the graphics card can handle it. It's just that I quite like the increased frames per second, that's all. Right, so let's go with quality for now, because we're not moving around very fast. And that should give us... Let's see if we get that same crappy shadow effect. It's kind of still there. Anyway, I don't mind. We'll leave that as it is. Actually, there is one final little setting that we can change, which I do think makes quite a difference. It's this direct lighting one. Let's just turn that off completely. That actually does improve the overall performance. Right, so we know we've got to go over that way,
Got something
apparently.
good?
And we have to make our way around here. So there's a dude there and a dude there. There's actually a little box here that we can
Remember,
grab
the
some
pikes are not
stuff
our
from.
guests.
We'll
Feel
do
no
that.
obligation to treat them as such.
Do to get past the rhythm. Hello, Neil. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining. This is a members-only stream, and the premise is a simple one: is Star Wars Outlaws suitable for us older gamers? And when I use the term older, Neil, you escape this, I believe. I know Adam is not quite, but in a similar vintage to myself. Anybody over the age of 40, 45,
Do you want thought to hear
I
about
consider in that space.
this? No? Then pick up the pace.
And my honest opinion, which I've spent quite a while saying at the outset, is Ubisoft could have done better to make it easier for us older guys, particularly when choosing the story mode. I still think it's quite tough to get through stealth, for example. Can we get past this guy without having to knock him out? Whoops, we knocked over a box. Luckily, that doesn't seem to have affected the AI.
Good cover.
Yes.
Oh, activate this.
Have a sensitive
Okay.
shipment for this station.
Which side are we trying to keep
there's a reason
ourselves?
this ship succeeds when others fail. You see,
But it is. I've got to be honest with you. I am amazed at how good this game is,
right?
and the time that Massive took to develop it. Between when it was first announced, which I assume wasn't, they hadn't done a huge amount of work before then. Before when it was announced and when they released it, which from memory was not a massive amount of time. And it's such a polished game with so many missions and side missions and stuff. What's happening? There we go. We got past that part. I'm actually quite happy with that. I just don't know how they did it. I genuinely don't. It helps that they've used
Terminal will have a
their
floor plan.
Snowdrop,
Then we
their
can find a data vault.
in-house engine, so they've got huge amounts of experience with that. And it is looking so good these days. They're using it for things like Avatar and games that are completely different. Neil says, I'm using mods on my second and third playthroughs of Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I had to do exactly the same, Neil. Mind you, second and third, I haven't even done it once yet, so that I can enjoy the story. I genuinely don't have any shame in using mods to get me through a game these days. As I said in my opening monologue, whoever placed the Santana ship in the ventilation, these days games are absolutely designed to be tough as old boots, you know, from roguelites to Souls to boss rush games, and it's spilling over into games that wouldn't have typically been that hard to play. And I think that's a shame. There's a definite audience, but there's an audience for all types of gameplay. And it's so easy to dial this stuff down. You know, start with a base that says, I really just want to have fun exploring the game. I want to get through stuff as easily as possible. I don't need to get my adrenaline or blood rushing. I just want to soak up the environment of the game. But they don't do that. They say, nah, I'm still going to make it hard for you to play. Adam Rouster says, I'll get BG3 when it comes down to $20. Yeah, good luck on that, mate. I think it's going to take some time. It's still selling unbelievably well. It's a huge monster seller. Anyway, I'm wandering around in this thing here, and I think that's it. What we just did was it for that bit of space. So let's go back this way. But certainly, I mean, I'm amazed that we've not been caught so far, because I have yet to do one of these stealth missions and not be caught loads of times. I don't think we can go any further in there. It will be a few years. Having said that, Adam, I mean, something you could look at doing is renting it. I know, what's it called? Fly something in the States that Cowboy uses. And it's not a huge amount for I mean, even if you just paid 2 months, you probably get through most of the game, in fairness, without having to buy it. And you pay, you know, a third of the price of the game. Right, let's have a quick look at the old log, the journal, and find out what we've got to do here. The Crimson Dawn agent Elira has hired me to infiltrate an Imperial fueling station and wipe some data. The data wipe will alert the Empire that the Pikes are going behind their back. So, apparently, that's me, and it's there behind us. So, I don't know if I'm supposed to go back through here. Doesn't look like it, actually. Or through here. We did go through there and nothing happened. Find a terminal with info. Maybe I've got to send my little man in there. My little Nix. Well, there is a vault. You can see it there. There's a vent, rather. If we go into Nix mode. Nix is this little weird rat-like creature that runs around with you everywhere. There he is. Mine happens to be wearing a pair of goggles on his head. That's just a bit of cosmetic. But you can send him to do things, which is pretty cool. Gamefly. Yeah, I think that's what they're called, mate. But what I have done historically over the years, and funnily enough, I was all set to do it with this as well. I was in two minds whether to subscribe to Ubisoft Plus or whether to just rent the game. In the end, I went with the old Ubisoft Plus, give them a bit of money. But as it happened, they very kindly gave me a copy of it anyway. They gave me a code, so I'm running with the code that they gave me right now. Although I still have this Ubisoft Plus subscription for the moment. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can't go through there. And my thing, I can't control that anymore. So it's got to be down there, hasn't it? We can't open this door. That's closed. That's the end of that space. And there's nothing around anywhere else. Yeah, oh, it's better than that, Adam. This probably will go public after a while, but I'll let you know anyway. So I've recently got a new job. I am about to start as an associate lecturer at a local college, and with my remit being the lecturing is in game development, esports, the business of, and general tech. So I spoke to Ubisoft about this and mentioned that Logitech provide all the hardware to the esports lab, and if they wanted to get involved, it would be much appreciated. And they've actually offered to give me a stack of Star Wars codes for the pupils, which is amazing. So that's really, really... Oh, we can go up here, apparently. And a really generous thing to do. So thank you to those guys. So having got up here, we can't go anywhere, so that was useless. Let's push down on the old razzle-dazzle. See if... Right, there's something here, apparently. Well, it's not letting me do anything. Let me try Wix Vision. Nix. Oh, hello, what happened there? What? See, that's my point with this game. There was no indication that we'd pressed that, and that in fact it was. Look, it doesn't even say press or anything, does it? And yet it was an elevator. So that's the kind of thing that I find a little bit annoying. Yeah, I mean, I don't know yet whether they're going to be as excited as I was, to be fair, mate, because they're all your kind of Valorant and World of Warcraft and esportsy kind of competitive games, but we shall see. Either way, the principle was amazing. Oops, let's get down. And of course, it opens the door for other stuff. I'd love, for example, to be able to arrange a visit to the studios or to have a live chat video call with a developer, all that kind of stuff, which I'm hoping. Right, so this guy's on his own. We could take him out either by going behind him and doing the usual takedown or sending our little fella after him. Mate, if I have any, I promise I will let you have one. Being the die-hard member that you are. Thank you, my friend. Let's see. I'm not sure what this guy's going to be up to or where we've got to go next.
What do you see?
I'm guessing we need to go in that room. If we take him down and he gets discovered, then that could... let's take him down, I think.
What was that?
Flip. Now, what's this do? Sabotage. This is an alarm which we've broken, so even if he is discovered now, we're good.
That's
We've
our
got
terminal.
one,
Because we can't
two,
have pikes just wandering around this station.
two of these
Yes,
dudes.
which is why we don't.
So I'm going to take
This
this
is a
one
tight
down,
operation.
and then the other one, if one is not looking this way. This is by far the easiest stealth mission that I've had to do so far, having moaned about how difficult it is. Shipment log, okay. This one's actually been relatively easy. Right.
Okay, data vault. It's in the maintenance bay. All right.
Tell you something else I
Get that
love
door
as well
open.
is that there is narrative voiceover
The officer's inspecting
for
the goods.
everything you
Have
do
the
with this
files?
character,
No, keep her busy.
I was just thinking.
which
The
is
Pikes run Miragana.
not
Maybe
typical
instead of
these
deleting their
days,
debts,
particularly
you're
with
freeing Crimson
a
Dawn.
sizable
Tell
game
Ulrich
like
everything
this.
And get a big reward.
Yeah, it
Double
is.
cross Aaliyah?
It's
Think about
trolling
it.
me.
What's stopping her from cashing in on your debt?
By the way, the reason I know that thing's flashing at me to
Hey,
pick it up,
I
and
never told you
but
about my
I've
death
because I've got
Word
infinite
gets around
life on.
Penny.
That's actually a
She's
health
coming back.
file. I can't pick it up because I've got full inventory. Right, I guess we've got to go up here to reach the data vault. Let's get down and see where it is. Oh, it's down there. You see, is it though? Well, it probably is. They just don't make it easy. Look at this though. Look at that. I mean, if you love your Star Wars, then you're going to be a pig in its metaphorical muck, aren't you? Playing this game. My favourite Star Wars games of all time, I think it was Battlefront or Battlefront 2. There's some the graphics and going way back as well. I mean, years and years ago now, are just amazing. Oops, there's a bunch of dudes seeing me, you see. So I don't think we've got a lot of choice here.
See what that was. This way.
Let's see if I take him out. Oh. I mean, we can't actually die because the mod won't let us. So we may as well just have some shooting fun. Oops. Auto aim's not great. We'll have that. We'll pick up that blaster. You don't actually keep these guns for very long. You once they fall, or once you jump or whatever, and you lose the gun, that's kind of it. So what I'm going to do is send our little friend to turn off the camera. Don't think it's typically.
Nix, the door.
Okay, whoops, camera. Out of the way, watch out. I think you can just shoot it, to be honest. Yeah,
What
there
are
you
you
go.
doing? You've alerted the station.
Oh, sorry. Quick, let's go back to a load. I think we've been, that's the end of that stealth. We've got to go back. Hopefully it's not, we got so far that it won't send us back to the very, very, very beginning. No, we haven't gone back too far, have we? That's good. We're actually just a little bit behind where we were. I'd ideally like to not have to shoot these.
Roger that. I'll be on standby.
Sounds like this dude's going to walk off in a minute. What you can do is you can use your little fella to distract characters. So once you've chosen who you want to distract, which is got that weird tail on his head, you can kind of move
It's
him.
showtime, buddy.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? It did yell at me. So he's going to go over and inspect. No, he's not even going to move, is he? Oh, here he goes. Now we can go behind him.
You're an ugly little thing.
Yeah, so are you, mate. Unfortunately, though, the other dude saw us. I think we got rid of him. We dispatched him before anybody else heard us, so that was good. That wasn't too bad. Now we need to get rid of this. We can't turn the camera off, unfortunately, but we can open the door.
Open that up.
What? See, now, whoever's manning the camera, you'd think they would have spotted that this guy's been knocked out, wouldn't you? Oh, look at that. His foot is all they could see. Oops. Okay, we're in. That's good. We're better than last time. There's a little tip, actually, worth noting. You saw that it sent us back to a checkpoint, but you can actually... well, not in this case. A lot of the time I've been able to save and during a quest, during a stealth mission, and I've actually, even though it's sent me back to the checkpoint, I've then used the saved point. No, it's not going to let me, okay. To go back a little bit closer to where we finished.
We have an inspection coming up soon.
You don't have to tell me twice. I still remember the last time.
Ooh, grab whatever's in this.
We have to dump that shipment.
Neither can Susan.
It's a ray accelerator. I don't know what half this stuff does. It's just materials and things. Grab that one. Don't need that one. Let's get in here because something's going on. I think we're probably fairly close to this data vault. There we go. I like little details like the way that's bolted together there. I love all that stuff. Where's Nix? There's Stevie. You right there, mate? Yeah, good man. Right, let's drop down. Oh no, flip! Run! Ah. I think we did well there. We were almost certainly going to be squished.
Okay, guess it's time to go.
Lots of thought as well in the general layout of these missions and stuff.
Oh, that was close.
Pick up some polycarbonate while we're there. I should really have surveyed that area before rushing in to grab the loot. Okay. It's another one of these moving things, I think. Or maybe not in that case. Where have we got to go? So we're dropping down here. There's your boys. Boys.
I like that. Yes.
You can mark them, you see.
Imperial's over there.
There we go. So now if they go out of the way, we know where they are. If they're coming back. He's checking out his shoes. Look at that.
They don't look friendly.
Right, let's drop down. I think we're sufficiently distant that... there they go.
I've been on a few Star Destroyers in my time. Wonder what it would be like.
So even though they go around the corner, we'll know where they are. That, by the way, if you don't turn it off in settings, is a heck of a lot more complicated than it looked, opening that door. There was one dude in here on his own, I think, yeah. Let's go. Actually,
No one's gonna
there's
challenge us.
two of them, actually. It was a good job we didn't just rush him. The other one would probably have spotted us and alerted everybody. As it happens, we're probably okay to take this one out. Yes. And we can grab the other dude before he notices. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use our critter.
Nix.
There you go. So that distracted him, and otherwise he probably would have seen us in his peripheral vision. I'm just checking. There you go. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything we hadn't picked up or looted. And turn off the alarm. There we go. Right, up and away. Yes, definitely. It's definitely the most accessible stealth mission that I've done today. How the heck am I supposed to get in there? Yeah, yes. I just wish they'd done a little bit more here, Adam. How's he going to fetch
Nix,
that?
over there.
Oh, he's going to go through here, is he? I think. Oh, yeah, there he goes, look. So he's grabbing... Our little fella's grabbing that, so we didn't actually need him. He's going to come out there. We didn't actually... Oh, good. I'm not sure what we picked up. Is there anything else that we could have him attacked, or we could turn the power off on this
buddy,
thing?
hit that button.
There we go. It's actually a pretty good idea, this, having this little creature that does stuff for you like this. Just adds a bit more. Right, if we sneak up now on this guy, we'll take him out. Wonderful. And now we'll quickly access this. We'll grab... Oh, you're going to get to see... Oh, no, it's overridden it. Okay. Security camera disabled. Maintenance engineer barrier disabled. Got it. That's what we've done. This way, I think. And look, there's the 3 guards wandering along, so we know where they are. Not going to affect us, but they're directly below us. Which is quite useful, that, isn't it? And then another computer. Let's see. As you should all be aware, the Intrepid will soon dock. And Admiral Veneer, who's got a lovely shine, will grace us with his presence. Your orders are to service and refuel the Intrepid as swiftly and efficiently as possible, possibly whilst drawing as little attention as possible to our secondary operations. So there you go, Admiral Veneer, shiny fellow, is on his way. Where are those dudes? Oh, oh, flippin' heck. That's a shame. They're facing us, otherwise I would have dived down from there. We'll wait for them, they've got to move again.
I'm missing an ear, actually. Got blasted off at the range.
He's missing an ear. I bet his mates call him Van Gogh. Right. Once they turn around again, which they will, I'm sure,
Roger that. We'll report in if I see anything.
we will jump down and progress in that general direction. Let's give them a second.
Just make sure your blaster's clean when the officers come by.
Gone by here. We could send Nix down. Oh, there they go. Perfect.
Boarded a pirate raider we caught in a tractor beam. Ended up sending charges and blowing it to pieces.
Okay, and we know they take a little while, so we'll let them do their thing. Yeah, I thought they were hearts, Adam, from where I was sat. But in fact, when you see them, I'm quite close to the screen here, when you see them up close, they're actually round-edged diamonds. It's a bit of a weird design choice, I agree, because they do look like hearts, don't they? It's exactly what I thought when I saw them. But they bain't be. They're just, sorry, not diamonds, triangles. They're triangles with rounded edges. Right, I'm going to send Wix or Nix in here to distract them. That'll
Nix?
make them think
It's showtime.
that that's what they'd seen. They may not come any further. Flipping heck. There they go.
Get out of here!
Give up now and they'll wander back.
Vermin.
There you go.
Come on, let's go.
They'll come under this bridge, then they'll turn around again, and then we'll head down there and go through that door. Stop.
I was on this transport when we got attacked by pirates. Had to call in Thai support just to get away. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it does definitely look like a heart, but close up you can see that it's actually a round-edged triangle.
I think we're clear.
Here we go. Excellent stuff. Keeping an eye out for cameras and critters coming through the door. A quick scan. 25 meters away from our objective, so we're pretty close now. Anybody in here? No. I think we're good. Anything we need to action? No. So we can carry on. Those TIE
Floor
fighters.
plan said the data vault's here somewhere. Probably there?
Hey, Bethan! How's it going, Bjorn? Do you need to change some settings for the lock picking? I was saying at the beginning of the stream, all of the mini games, they're fun initially.
Can I get over there?
But after a while, they're just repetitive and unnecessary impediments, so I just switch them all off. You can go to settings and turn them off. Particularly with the lock-picking one, what I found is that in cloud streaming, the millisecond latency makes it harder than it need be. So I've just turned it off, to be honest. And same goes for the slicing and the street food games as well. You know, just good fun to do them initially, but to get through the game, I think it's quicker just to say, nah. Anybody else in here before I smack the living daylights out of this dude? Oh, all good. I'm also using mods as well, Bjorn, just because, I mean, they make no impact at all on these stealthy missions, but in the shooty missions, it's like 3 shots and you're dead, and some of them involve hundreds of enemies. So I've gone out of my way to make the game a little bit easier, and I really wish Ubisoft had done as well. Certainly on story mode, I think they've really sort of still left it tougher than it need be. And my point, which I've said now several times, is, you know, I don't in any way at all disrespect their development decisions, but I think that there's no reason why, if you've chosen story as a mode, that it should be incredibly easy to do anything. You know, you basically said, I just want to be able to wander around and have a look at this world and enjoy the Star Wars stuff. And if I want to play it with all difficulties intact, then I'm not going to choose that mode. It's not a difficult decision. Which is why the premise of the video is this game, you know, is it recommended for older gamers? And my honest answer is not, unless you significantly change everything. You can still enjoy it in story mode. I've not had any issues at all. But this is definitely the easiest stealth mission I've been on. Now, I've seen Primo playing the game from this point, and he got caught and sent back to the beginning about 20 times. So it may have been easy so far, but I think we're about to discover what true stealth missions mean in this game. Where do we go? We've got to go 66 or 65 meters in that direction, which is not going to be easy. There are very clearly a ton of stormtroopers and their management team. I love that, though. So I'm looking for vents, I'm looking for stuff in the floor I can go underneath, because I'm not going to get past it. I can't get past him without being seen. I could distract him, but it doesn't work brilliantly well.
My squad swept this village. Didn't find much, but still burned everything to the ground.
Let's have a quick look on this side. Nick, we'll have this stuff here. Thank you very much. We'll have that. Still, okay, this is probably the better route. Could really do with dropping into the floor. I don't think you meant to go down there, though.
Checking in.
Oh, flip. Seen me. Right, now I've got to use Nick's, because otherwise
We should check that out.
Go put on a show next.
he's going to think it was me. That's one good thing, is if you do get caught, or if the question mark is triggered, if you throw your dude in, they do believe that was what they saw, and they will go away.
Lousy
There he goes. His little question mark's gone now. But you've got to be quick, and you've got to make sure that you distract him off to a place where they're not going to see you. So let's wait for him to walk, or she or her to walk in away from us, which they will do. There they go.
No signs of trouble.
I think we will be in trouble if we take her down. So there's a vent here. We'll go
Relax.
down.
It's over.
There we go. Got in there, nice. And that's the thing as well. I mean, I'm finding this quite an easy stealth mission, but it could also be simply because I've got to a point in the game where I've sort of... You know, this is the same for any game. You get to a point where you just know what the game developer's playbook is. You know what I mean? And you end up thinking, I know exactly how this is going to play out because they're using the same mechanic, and you just know then, okay, I've got to look for a vent, I've got to, da-da-da-da-da. Let's see, I tell you what I am going to do. We'll use his sixth sense. See if we can sense any... There you go. We can see him down there. How are we doing? Let's get behind here. Still got to get up there. So let's very carefully. Can't go down behind here. I think we're good to walk along here.
Nothing to report.
Let's just get back.
I never should have asked for this posting.
I don't like them poised there. That was good.
Nothing to report.
Anything to report. Over.
Oh, there's a vent. Nice. We shall use that. We'll grab that thing as well. There we go. There we go, right. Okay. Down. What are you running for? So this guy we don't think we need to bother with him. What we do need is to get up here, so we need to find some steps or something. Maybe that's why we have to worry about him.
Someone should call in an extra squad of troopers.
No, they
Let
shouldn't.
them know who's in charge.
We can't get up there.
Nothing
Oops,
ever happens in this sector.
didn't mean to do that. Ouch. Where do we go from here then? It looks like there's a camera over there, so it's probably an entrance to another area, so we'll make our way over there. But
Any word on my transfer to the 501st, sir?
we're clear. Have to watch this camera. There's a doorway. Is anywhere at all? Distract. No. Just lots of distracts. So that camera's probably... Yeah, there's no way in that door. How do we get up there then? I mean, there are these platforms, and there's something flying over there. It'd just be nice if it gave you more of a clue. And they're coming down this way, so I don't think we can go down here for any purpose.
Oh, whoa.
No. Damn. And now we've got like the 2-minute wait. Oh, it wasn't so bad. All the way back up at the top. Flipping neck.
Next time, warn me when there's going to be an inspection. Got it?
Now what actually was this? Is that where we walked in? It is. So there's an elevator thing here, which I didn't see first time around. I don't know if it matters. Let's see if we can get... Oh, down we go. Oh no, we did come in. You see, this guy's back again. Do you remember this guy? Or girl, I'm not sure at this moment. Okay. Yeah. Hurt yourself.
We'll report in if I see anything.
I think we should stay on this level if we can and not go down. We went down there. I think we probably want to stay up on this level. It's going to be easier for us because there are things over there in that office. Look, so first thing we need to do is wait for this guy to get out of the way. If he's going to, I think he will. And we could go behind him, I suppose. At some point he's going to move, though. Let's just hope he doesn't. There we go. We could take him out, but it's also risks It's risking the others seeing it or finding him or being alerted or something. Right then, what to do with these? He's now walking down there.
Nothing to report. Stand by.
Or she
See
is.
something?
We can go round
Just a
here,
whole lot of nothing.
so she won't see us. And we're just out of the view. Be quite good if
Yes, sir.
if they had some kind of an icon, like a red beam or something, where they were looking, so you knew where you could go around them without being seen. Oh look, we can jump up there. That's what we're going to do. Is she still there? Yeah. Let's try it anyway. And again. Oh, we're going to go around here, okay. I think this was the path. That's good. And we're pretty much on the right level now as well. No, don't go down. Get up. Get on up. And there's it may simply have been to unlock this. So maybe don't make any progress up here at all. Let's have a little look. What do you mean something's wrong? Unless they found that guy back in the other room. Don't think they have. No, I don't know why they said that. So we have clearly got to get up those stairs. Past 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies. This TIE fighter going over is not going to help us. That's consistent. Oh, I wonder if my old tip, I haven't used it yet on this game, but I wonder if my old tip that long-term viewers will remember. Go into photo mode. And whilst in photo mode, it usually lets you run around like this, so you can have a little look where you wouldn't be able to normally look. It's a great little cheat, this, a little tip. So there's a character over here, look, which we wouldn't have necessarily have seen. And there's one there, so we have to be careful to not alert them. Look at the amount of these dudes walking along. Flipping heck. It's like Reservoir Dogs. Do, 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 do. And obviously those two characters there as well. Let's go up a bit. We can't go any further forward, but that's actually cool. So we've got a couple of patrols. They're probably going to stay consistently staring at that there. They're probably going to walk backwards and forwards. So we have to wait for them to be facing the other way. There's also, look, a camera casting down around this area. So we have to get around. I don't think there's any way that we're going to make our way up this passageway to those stairs, which is clearly where we need to go. So we're going to have to make our way down here. Well, there's only two here. Look, this guy or gal is going to be permanently glued to that console, so that works okay. This guy's going to be walking up and down, and we can probably get around by distracting that one. Similarly, this one as well. So my guess is that's what we need to do. Let's come out there. We're going to actually... look at that. Oh, hang on a minute. Was that individual... How far from here were they? Let's have a look. There's two of those stormtroopers. We should be able to get down there without being seen if we're quick. Don't want to take photos. Stop it. Right, let's go down the ladder. So far, so good. Tell you what, can we do a save? No, we can't. It's a shame.
This leg's actually a prosthetic. Oh, the old one got...
His leg's a prosthetic. Yes. Okay, so far so good. We've not been here. You'd think we'd have made a huge amount of noise there, wouldn't you? But we didn't. So we can get round here. And this guy's not overseen, so we should be able to take him out. Perfect. Okay, we'll grab that for whatever it is. Don't think there's anything. There's dudes, they can't see us. He's not seeing us. Let's switch off this alarm. That was good. That was good. I'm happy with that little bit of progress. To get past this guy, we're probably going to have to distract him. They're all... Where'd the other guys go? Let's hide here and put our sneaky photo trick mode into operation and see where those other guys went. They just seem to disappear. They must go down through there. So we've only got this one to worry about. The way we're going to deal with him, I think, because they're far away, is we'll get Nix to attack him and we'll beat him up and then we'll make our way up there. We'll probably then hit a checkpoint and all will be well with the world. So come out there. Alright, you ready? You ready, Nix, my man? So let's attack him.
All right, Nix. Go get him.
Yes, he gets attacked for a while, so we're good. There we go. Up here. Job done. Oh yeah.
Huh. The data vault.
There you go. That's
Okay,
almost certainly a
let's
checkpoint.
wipe some debts.
And this is our objective anyway. I'm happy with that.
Come on, come on. Oh,
I'm
these
very
files are
happy with
impossible
that
to
little bit
understand.
of stealth progress we did there.
Are you one of Thornton's guys?
Whoa. Yes?
No, you are an intruder. And if you don't want me to sound the alarm, you'll get me out of here.
Oh, look at that.
I'm sorry, you are?
Boss Knock.
Heinz
I'm
58.
Thornton's bookkeeper. Fancy name for a prisoner.
I thought prisoners were usually in, cells.
They call it creative punishment. It's what I get for being so smart. All the governor's bribes, kickbacks, shady deals, they all go through me.
Kate, we gotta hurry this up. Just pick who you want to pin this on.
Let's help each other then. Scrub some records for me and I'll get you out of here.
Deleting data. Easy. What do you need?
That's actually pretty cool. Frame the pikes. I love the Crimson Dawns. Right, let's get rid of the pikes.
All right, Boss Knock. Wipe all the peg debts you have on record.
Someone wants to get Rokk in trouble, huh? Brave, sure. Stupid, maybe. I'll wipe them and meet you in my extraction cruiser.
Extraction cruiser?
I've had a long time to plan this, intruder.
It's pretty cool that you get to make choices, actually. I mean, I have no idea what impact that's going to have on the long term. It's a bit like Baldur's Gate. You make certain
Okay, Boss
decisions,
Knock. What do I do?
and it can have a huge impact on the rest of your game experience. And right now, I don't have a Scooby-Doo.
You did it, intruder. It's moving.
Look at him in his
Great.
little jar.
And my name is Kay.
So we now have to go and find him. That means we probably have to do a bit more stealthing. Anything else in here while we're here that we could lift? No, I think that's it. There's a dude up there. We'll take him out.
Extraction cruiser is acting up. I need a push here.
Sector's a little too
There's
quiet.
a button on the bottom.
Yeah, shut up, mate.
Surge.
It's got to hurt hitting that polycarbonate helmet.
You said it.
Where did he go? There he is down there. So, where have we got to go? We've got to go and get him. I tell you the other great thing about using photo mode to cheat is the whole game pauses. So it's not like you have to worry about something coming up behind you. So we have that camera. I'm just wondering where. Okay, so we've got to drop the ladder down. There doesn't appear to be any enemies. So with the ladder down, we can drop down to the floor. There's those dudes, but they're sufficiently at a distance. We then have to come and get this little fella in his tube. After that, who knows? I don't. We'll find out. Deploy ladder. Use ladder. Speed. Camera's distant. There's nothing to our left or right. Oh, I see. We have to move him. All right. And then
There. You good?
get down the side so it kind of proves a shield.
I will lead us out of here.
Or Bostock, or whatever his name was. Boss Rokk. Okay.
I thought you had this all planned out.
I do. And I plan for you to drop this energy barrier.
Yeah, good question. How do we drop this energy?
Stay on
Okay.
this channel. You're jamming the
Climb by the look of it. Ooh, flipping heck.
All clear. I took a blaster shot to the chest and lived.
That's an alarm, though. That's not... I don't think that's what we needed to do. Oops.
Someone nearby?
It says down, doesn't it? Let's go back down again. Drop, drop, drop. And to find how to stop that thing. Is it under here? I genuinely don't know. Let's pick up some of this tat while we're here. It usually involves Nick's, so if I put it into Nick's view mode, it usually highlights somewhere with a... Oh, I know, it's down the side here. In this room. There we go. Yeah. I have to watch out though, because there's a... I think there's a guy in here. Oh no, we're good. Just, whoops. What are you doing up there? Get down. Grab that. Let's get this going. Normally you'd have a slice
The imp's not buying it.
What?
game
I've locked the
thing here.
trailblazer down, but they're trying to pry her
Here
doors
goes Boss
open.
Rokk.
Hurry up.
I'm coming. I'm
Well,
coming.
actually, not. Are you? Okay, now we're around the other side. We've
Anyone
got
pipe visitors coming through today?
to go around the back of this one.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
If seeing the scale of our operation keeps them in line, I'm all for it. Governor
There we go.
Thornton knows what he's doing.
We could turn off the alarm, but we won't have time to get back behind this, I don't think.
Door's closed. Need you to open it.
Yeah, I got it, Boss Knock.
Ah, but do you? Let's see. Who needs distracting?
No
there's
one
a-
told me about a drill.
Where'd that open come from? There it is. Oh, come back. Come back. I think we're good to go around ourselves. Here we go.
Copy that? Not my sector, not my problem.
I think there's a character in here, so we'll take him out. Oh! And access the computer. There we go. Sneak out again.
Wouldn't it be faster if I carried you?
What? I'm not leaving my stuff here.
Stuff.
The other door didn't open. You sure you pushed the right button?
I'm learning as I go here, Boss Knock. Wait. Okay, here we go.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No worries, Adam. Thank you, my friend.
I'm falling.
I don't know what happened. I pushed a button.
Find me, intruder.
Wow, this is certainly not over, is it? Alright, we have to get down there and find him.
Hey, so how'd you end up here?
An elf with no sense of humor caught me counting the back cards. Hey, intruder, someone's coming.
Boss Knock, you there? Uh-oh.
Yeah, well.
I asked what you're doing here.
You know, this is why you are
Oh, bless him.
get that promotion.
Right, we can't raise the alarm. We've got to sort him out.
How did you even get down here?
Would you like to know?
How do we do this? We could shoot at... anything we do that's going to be aggressive is going to set the alarms off. We can't go through here,
I'm
which is
calling
what
this
we
in.
want to
I'm
do.
not letting you out of my sight. That's it. I'm sounding the
No,
alarm.
he is sounding the alarm. I'm having it. I should probably have done this in the first place, but I did
We got more back.
I did note that it said don't start the alarm.
They're not letting up.
clearly this is what was intended. So if we do get sent
Doing this
back,
the hard
we
way.
do this exactly as this. The key is to watch out for when they are about to raise the alarm with that little network thing over them.
Barriers don't have a terminal. Find a way to take them
Kill
down,
those,
Beholder.
get them out of the way. Okay, how do we get across here? Shoot that thing. There we go.
Nice trick.
There we go.
Now let's go.
Awesome.
Go ahead and call me out from the next terminal. Oh, according to plans.
It's clever, I mean, it really
Yeah,
is.
no.
This is the most fun I've had so far. If it's like this, I'm well up for it. Okay, let's
Did that work?
Beautifully.
here he is.
Scanning contents for
Good man.
cargo not recognized. Authorization from hangar control bay needed.
Sounds like you need to override the cargo authorization.
I heard. Where's the hangar control bay?
Up ahead.
Careful.
Move, trooper.
Oh,
There's
flip.
possible intruder near the cargo bay.
Well, let's let them run past.
Until end of shift.
There they go. Oh, and he's followed, has he? No, he didn't, but we'll distract him and
Go get him, buddy.
take him out. There we go. I think we can take this one out without the other one seeing us. We won't be able to do the other one now. We'll have to attack him and...
Get in there next.
Go on, mate. That's it. Now we can take this one. And we'll access this
We're not
computer
getting through
and
that
probably
hangar with all those
sorts
troopers.
that out.
Maybe we can get them out of here.
Evacuation protocol. Activate evacuation protocol.
All right, then.
Approved cargo shipment.
Okay.
Job
hold
done.
on. The stormtroopers are clearing out down there. This is our chance next. Let's get back to the ship.
What about our little friend? Boss Rokk. Boss Rokk. What about little Boss Rokk? Can we go this way? No. Okay, back the way we came. Just go and go on a bit further. No, back down the ladder then.
You okay, Nix?
It's good
We'll
as
be
gold.
fine, buddy.
Good as gold. Right, here we go. Okay, where's our little friend? Boss Rokk.
There she is! Hi there.
Oh, it looks like a fight. Whether we like it or not.
Drop the cargo ramp. Let us in.
Us? Who's us?
Just open the ramp.
Let's see, return to quest.
Something's wrong. It's jammed. I'll fix it.
Oh, 5. I didn't go very far, did I? Let's set a few of these off. Grab this for... Should be a bit easier. Return to the Trailblazer.
Get that thing open.
Whoops.
It's not my fault. I told you she wasn't ready.
Oh, just figure it out.
Time for a grenade.
I get it. Just don't
Oops,
win the
wrong
real
one.
Trailblazer.
No, get out! This is this is where we would have died, by the way. Luckily, we have infinite lives on. So we'll just run around and take everybody out. This saves a bit of time. Take that camera.
Ramps down. Get that cargo on board.
There we go.
Hey, who's cargo?
Yeah, you tell them, mate. There's no points for killing loads, so might as well just get the heck out. Yeah, we would have died 2 or 3 times there. Which is why, I mean, you know, it's still fun.
No, no, no.
But I
that
didn't
was our
need it.
way out.
Then we'll make another one.
I'm really hoping when it comes to cosmetics, I get to pull a fringe up. But, you know, space fringe. What's he doing? Get on with it. Skip. That's probably like a loading screen animation.
Use the boosters. Get us out of here.
What's that say?
They're locking us in, Kay.
We can make it.
No, we can't.
That was the wrong
That's not
shot.
my fair. That's not fair. It wasn't my fault. It wouldn't let me get to that screen. Let's try again, shall we? We can make it. No, we can't. There is a way to rotate it, which is what I should probably have done. I couldn't remember. It was one of the buttons. Come on. This is, oh, the time it takes to get you back. It feels like they load the whole game back in. Right, we're
Use the
wanted.
boosters. Get us out of here.
Oh,
They're locking us in, Kay.
I'm
We can
trying.
make it.
Oh no, it's the get out.
We're out.
Phew.
We're good.
Not yet, we aren't. The ties are still on us.
Oh, we need to get away from this station.
Fly back through the debris field. Ties hate it in there.
Let's take him out. I don't know who you are, mate, but we'll have you. Go on, blow up. There he goes. Crash into the ship. Yes. Right, debris field. That looks debris-like, doesn't it? Let's get over there. Let's get our shield up as well.
Kay, I'm serious. They're gonna keep coming. Go, go.
I'm doing it, mate. Don't worry, we've got mods on. They can't kill us. Hang on. That says one thing, but this says debris fields over here. Oh, no. 5, 4, 3. I'm trying. I didn't leave the area. I'm still in space. Dag you. Do 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 do. Right, debris field. Where we got to go? Here. Let's do it. 5.6, whatever that is, whatever the measurement of space distance is. Be good if you could go inside, have a view inside the ship, looking through the windows. Yeah, like the
See
old
that Imperial comms relay? We get over there, we wipe
Millennium
its data, and the
Falcon.
imps forget all about us.
Right. Okay. Guess I'll need to take out these ties first.
One down. What was that? They got amazing noise, haven't they? I mean, they really got it absolutely on the money, the original Star Wars producers. That screeching noise.
Grace!
I'm sorry.
Can't slice that relay with these ties on us.
I'm on it.
retrieve. Back again. Ah!
Careful, Kay!
That's on me.
Can't blow that up. Yeah,
Oh, that's it. We've lost them.
You did it.
we did.
We did it.
We did.
Who's this guy in the jar?
That's Boss Rokk.
Bosnock. Good. Yeah. Great. Get close to the relay and I can wipe the system. Just need a few seconds. Uninterrupted.
Clear wanted status. Okay.
Attention pilots. Out for search.
Okay, are we good?
What the
We're all
heck?
clear. Let's get back to Mirgana. Quick.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the old clear wanted status thing is something to do with the mods or something to do with the story mode or what, but anyway, it's quite welcome. Of course, the whole thing would have been a lot more dramatic with the music on. My apologies for that, but unfortunately, it's probably heavily copyright monitored. I'm even in two minds whether to slice the beginning of the video off where it uses the soundtrack, because it's probably licensed by Lucasfilms. It's not the Star Wars. It's not it's original music for the game.
Oh yeah.
But
Been a while since I felt a rush like that.
it will be owned by Lucasfilms. Lucas Games, sorry. Lucasfilm Games. So
is this
I
guy
might have to
joining our
download,
crew, or-
slice that off and
We're
put it
not a
back
crew.
up again.
And no, he is not.
Although you can edit it away these days in YouTube, so that might be something to do. Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum. What's that? Land. Oh, okay. Where am I landing? Here we go. It's a bit like No Man's Sky. As in No Man's Sky, the clouds used as a partial loading screen, which I think is pretty cool. So they're banging in all the textures and stuff below the clouds as you worm your way through the atmosphere. So Neil, good question, my friend. I'm actually playing this on my Shadow PC, which, as you know, is based in Paris. It is a PC. I don't know if it'll let me while we're doing this. Yeah, if I go to settings, I can show you that it uses a video card, the RTX A4500, which is actually a server-based GPU. So I think it's equivalent to a 7080, I think. I can't remember now. But it's great. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, no, it works well. Well, I needed it to be Shadow so I can run WeMod. That's the thing of it. I could use... I've got a little window... I haven't actually got a half-decent Windows PC, but it has a 7200, I think, or 7020 as a video card. And obviously the Asus ROG Ally, but neither of them are as bulky as the Shadow PC. And as you can see, I'm not even using half of the available video RAM. So lots of scope. Indeed. There we are, it's loaded. Yeah, I have a year's, actually into my second year now, subscription to WeMod. I haven't used them that much recently, but I do like the way it works. And it's, it's a good, trustworthy business as well.
Okay, or landed.
Orlando? What, Calrissian?
All right.
Oh, massively
We're
more
better be impressed.
powerful than the Ally. The Ally actually has a really good chip. I mean, I think it's like a 4020 or something. But it's yeah, it's not as good as the setup here, because it isn't just the GPU, it's the RAM and the hard drive space and the CPU and everything else. I don't think we've got any. Oh, we do have an upgrade. Aha. What do we do? What do we have? Sorry, we have improved accuracy of the blaster. Well, we will install this then. Thank you. One of the things I do like about the game is the whole concept of upgrades is tied to things like, oh, another one, super cooling. Things like your clothes. So when you put on a shirt, it says that it increases the amount of grenades you can carry and that kind of stuff, which is pretty cool. I think I've upgraded these two options. Yeah, the appearance, I'm using a skin that came with the, oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? That came with the Gold Edition, which is what you get when you subscribe to Ubisoft Plus. Right, that's all pretty good. I was just wondering if I had any other upgradey, appearancey things. I've also got her on run everywhere, by the way. It's not how it should be, to be fair. If I change it back, in most places, when she walks around, it actually does make it, there we go. It does actually look a bit better. So she's kind of walking now at a more reasonable pace. What am I interacting with? Oh, it's stuff. I've picked up some stuff. Don't think I've got anything new for you, my friend. So you don't get any bonuses. Good stuff. Well, I have to say, coincidentally, that was one of my funnest gaming sessions so far with Star Wars Outlaws. We actually managed to get through that quite well. Definitely towards the end, when we had the gunfight stuff, we needed the mods. We would have been there forever. We probably would have got through it okay, but the mods just helped. So that still helped a great deal. And the dogfight stuff in space as well. But the stealth we did all on our own, and that went quite well, I think, and was enjoyable as well. So
yeah, I'm sure they'll let you play Sabak.
where's Boss Rokk?
However it is you do that.
Where do we do? Is that him down here? Oh, here he is. I got to meet up with
I'll be
Wacko.
back soon. Don't trash the... Hey, so when can I leave Tashara?
Okay, first of all, the Trailblazer needs some much-deserved rest and relaxation.
It's a ship.
A hurt ship. She needs patience, time, and me. You can't rush this.
How the hell
Okay,
have
I get it.
Massive
I'll be back soon.
written this
Don't trash
super
the place,
elaborate
Bosnock.
script, organised all the acting and all the voiceover stuff, and then developed all of these missions and different places and stuff in what feels like 2 years? Unbelievable.
You pulled it off, intruder. Now, what's next for me?
Crimson Dawn loves a good informant. Hopefully they'll take you in.
If it helps me get back at Thornton, I'll do anything. Thank you, Key.
Hey, you're, welcome.
It's amazing in space that everybody speaks English, isn't it? You know, without vocal cords and stuff. Just stunning. I'm just going to quickly run over here and see if I've got any upgrades. Get out of the way! Flipping heck. There's, I've got to show you this. That dude there, that little R2 unit, whatever it is, right? Part of his whistling is, which is like the noise used when you get a text message. And every time it catches me out. Where are we? Oh, hang on. We might be able to upgrade the ship with this lady. Because not been able to do it up until now. I still can't do it. Damn you. But either way, we should be able to potentially upgrade our bike.
Oh, hey.
Hey, ready to install. We do. We have an upgrade ready. Increase the rate of engine acceleration. There's a little bit of delay here. This is, I've noticed this on anywhere where I've installed it locally. You'll see it'll pop in any second like that. On GeForce Now, it's instant though. So that just really underlines, I think, that you are dealing there with superior hardware. But that said, I mean, the experience on Shadow is completely latency free. Upgrade to increase top speed. Let's do this. I still need something to do that one, so I can't do that. Anything else? No, it would have a little icon if you could. And I don't think I've got any new. See, look, it's just the time it takes to download the textures, I think. There we are. But I actually don't think I've got anything new. Oh, actually, I have got some new ones. I take it all back. Let's have a look. Don't like that much. That looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? So we've got these super duper finished ones. I went with this one in the end. Or we can have these kind of distressed versions, I guess. I don't know. I quite like the gold on the springs. Let's choose that one. They're just cosmetic. They don't impact the performance of the thing itself. And I do have some new charms as well. What's that? It's like a tissue. An indispensable item. It's a flashy cape, apparently. So you get this one. In fact, you get that one as part of Ubisoft Connect. And then these other three come with, I think one of these you have to do on a mission. And the others come as part of Ubisoft Plus. That's quite nice. It's kind of a, I don't know, mineral. And then there's this, which isn't that Ubisoft? Is that Assassin's Creed or something? Let's have that, shall we? Yes, we'll go with that. Good. Right. That's it. We've got a few little upgrades there.
I'll be here if you need me.
Thank you. Good to do business with you, my love. Toddle on. I don't think there's any more shops down in this part of the world. Right, we'll have a quick look at what's next, and then I'm going to call it a day. Oops, wrong one. We'll have a quick look at our inventory valuables. We've got some stuff to sell here. We need to find a shop to get rid of that. And then go to our journal. False flag. So, talk to Illyra. The Crimson Dawn agent, Illyra, has hired Kay to infiltrate an Imperial fueling ship. So we need to go and find her. And that's probably the conclusion of the mission. So she's actually just behind us, isn't she? Or is that? No, it's a fast travel point. So we'll fast travel there. Zoop. I'm actually using an old PS4 controller, which the game thinks is an Xbox controller, but it works fine. Yeah, but do time.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah,
No,
you're
no,
any
you're
good
not.
at Savak?
What?
You got to go and find her.
Yeah, I'm from Canto Bight.
Good. I got some high rollers looking for a challenge.
It's like old Marge Simpson, isn't it?
Go take their money.
Homer. Not Marge Simpson. Marge Simpson's mother.
Good feats. Keep it up.
Okay, go this way. Oh, there she is. There we are.
You get it done? Yes. There's something else. What is it? Thornton's bookkeeper is on my ship. He's looking for protection. Knows every deal the governor's made in Maragana.
That is unexpected. I'll send a contact to pick him up right away.
So, Do I finally get to hear all of Crimson Dawn's secrets?
Just one. The bounty hunter who's been chasing your death mark? Her name's Vale. And she's got a rep.
Huh. Guess that means I have a rep too.
In this line of work, it pays to be anonymous.
Well, there you go.
Waka,
Completed.
getting picked up, and I got paid. What's the next part you need? I can't stay on this moon any longer.
Yeah. One thing at a time here. Before we get fixing the hyperdrive, you need to upgrade your speeder.
Oh, come on, Waka. I already did that. Why does it matter?
Oh, you'll see. Come meet me at the Marketplace Cantina. It's, more private than McCall's.
Good. Well, we completed that one.
You're starting to get a rep. You know what that means?
That I need to get off to Shara fast?
We don't need a rep.
It means more work. I got a nice curated list of jobs here for you. And I'm not the only one. Lots more people will hire you now.
Oh, thanks, Dunka.
Danker.
Hey,
Let's get back
come
through
see
there.
me at McCall's.
Is that a threat?
A peace offering.
Right, so there's lots going on now. We've unlocked a ton of new side quests and such. And our reputation, if we go back to the reputation window, give it a second to do its usual download. There we go. So, it's absolutely hideous with the pikes, which I don't really care much about. Poor for the Hut Jabbers bunch, but you always start off as poor. And good with Crimson Dawn. I think it's impossible to keep 3 goods, and I think you can kind of go between them if you want. I don't mind being terrible with the pikes. That's who we are good with, and that's who we are poor with. But we can do a couple of hut missions and get that one up, so that shouldn't hurt. Catatonica. Right, brilliant stuff. There you go. Well, thank you very much for watching. So the verdict. Well, I started off by saying that I felt they could do more to make it easier for older folk to play. I still stand by that. I think that the combat stuff and some of the stealth is more difficult than it need be at the story level. But that last stealth mission was surprisingly achievable, and I think a lot of that has to do with having got more knowledgeable of the game and what to expect of the game. So that definitely helps.
There's something missing. Think it needs a
I would absolutely recommend this game. I think the game is actually really
How
good.
much for the little guy?
I love it. I love all
You mean
Ubisoft
him?
stuff anyway.
He's
I'm a
pretty
massive,
special.
massive fan. I'm going to give you some dosh makes. I've got loads of
20
it.
credits up front, and a free sample.
No. Give me the meat first.
Nah, works half the time. Come on, Nick.
Must think I was born yesterday.
And this is no exception. I'm loving this game. So, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you to Shadow for their amazing cloud computing solution, which I've been using to stream this game. Thank you, of course, to Ubisoft, because although I actually paid for Ubisoft Plus, they later gave me a code for this game, so it's kind of half and half, but appreciate them anyway. And I have been Rokk. I hope you have a fantastic week, whatever you're up to. And don't forget, Thursdays every week on my channel is the fun Rokk and Ray game, wherein my good friend Ray and I talk about cloud gaming news in our... I'm just going to go into cloud. You're going to see now. This is what it looks like when you want to manage your... Here we go. Your shadow instance. Oops. We can see with latency, actually, it's usually around 8. It's a little bit higher today. 12 or 13 milliseconds is ridiculously low. The human eye, 12 milliseconds. The human eye can't perceive anything slower than 200ths of a millisecond. So it really makes no difference. Frame rate at the moment is 30 odd frames per second. That's because we're running at a higher quality in the game. And it's only using 13, 14 megabits. It's a dynamic allocation, so as you need more bandwidth, it will provide it. I think I've got mine set to maximum 70 megabits per second. But it's an amazing, amazing setup, and any one time you can go and have a look at these in more detail if that's your thing. But we're going to end it there, and thank you, Neil, as always, my friend. You are a stalwart in the nicest possible sense, and I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday with my good friend Ray in Rokk and Ray. I've been Rokk, you've been amazing. Take care, have a